Meghan Markle might have also sustained a small injury since kicking off her royal tour, with Prince Harry in earnest on Tuesday, as she has been sporting a plaster on the middle finger of her left hand since Friday. Meghan was last seen without the plaster on Thursday, as the royal couple visited Melbourne on their third day of engagements. However, by Friday a plaster was noticeably visible on the finger next to Meghan's ring finger, on which she wears a wedding band fashioned from the same piece of Welsh gold used to create the Queen's, and her engagement ring, which features diamonds from the late Princess Diana's collection. Kensington Palace declined to comment on the reason Meghan is wearing the plaster, but some royal fans suggested on Twitter she may have burned it baking another batch of her popular banana bread, after she prepared fruit loaf for farmers in drought-hit Dubbo, at the start of the couple's overseas tour. Dressed in a striped dress by Martin Grant, as she took a trip to Sydney's Bondi Beach with husband Harry on Friday, Meghan was first seen sporting the plaster 4 days into the couple's busy schedule of engagements. And by Saturday, the Duchess was still seen covering a finger injury, as she visited the Anzac Memorial at Hyde Park in Sydney. When she re-emerged after taking Sunday morning off, following a late night at the Invictus Games celebrations on Saturday, pregnant Meghan was still wearing the plaster, as she attended a reception for Invictus Games competitors hosted by the Prime Minister of Australia in Sydney. And 4 days later, on Monday, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were pictured walking along Kingfisher Bay Jetty on Fraser Island, Queensland, on day 7 of their tour, with Meghan's plaster still on show. While Kensington Palace declined to comment on the injury behind the plaster, it hasn't stopped eagle-eyed royal fans speculating over what might be behind it. Meghan still has a plaster and looks like a couple more new rings, one follower tweeted. Another suggested Meghan might have been back in the kitchen, after she whipped up a batch of banana bread for farmers in drought-hit Dubbo at the start of the tour. They said, "More attempts at banana bread? Seriously, that is me when I'm done cooking in the kitchen, but I have about 3 plasters." The LA-born Duchess may be referring to her new, temporary addition by its British name, the plaster, after her husband teased her about her Americanisms at an event back in April. Addressing LA-born Meghan at a forum on climate change, women's rights and sport in London, he explained how now she's in the UK she should refer to band-aids as plasters, prompting laughter from his audience, and Meghan herself. "Don't get sucked into the system of putting on a band-aid, American style," he joked at the time. Global Peace Ambassador Ashalika Christian, from Cameroon, said of the discussion, "They were really laughing about it. It's a Britishism, right? He was explaining that you call band-aid plasters here." Meghan isn't the first royal to set tongues wagging with an unexplained minor injury. The Duchess of Cambridge was at the centre of speculation, when she was also pictured sporting various plasters 4 times in just a few months, in 2016. In August of that year, during a visit to the national youth charity Youthscape in Luton, she was seen wearing a plaster on her left thumb. Then in November she was spotted with a large plaster across her left hand, at a women's centre in Gloucester, the morning after attending the movie premiere of A Street Cat Named Bob. Weeks later she was seen with another wound in a different place, at a children's tea party at the Natural History Museum. Kate was then spotted sporting a nude-coloured tape around the tip of her left thumb, at a Christmas Day church service.